right, Jaron Boots Ennis signs the Matchroom. Shout out to Barbara for sending it to me. Um, excuse me. Shout out to Boots. That deal been on the table for a while. They wanted to sign the PBC. I already know what happened. PBC ain't had no money. They ain't had no money, like I've been telling y'all. So, welcome Boots to the Matchroom family. Dad said they wanted to get the belts, and that's what they wanted to do. PBC couldn't keep them active. I'm telling y'all what the deal was. They ain't had no bread. The best offer was to go with Eddie Hearn. They worried about the belts, and they went with the money. They went with the money and the activity. That's exactly what they chose. They chose the money and the activity. I know exactly what it was. PBC don't promise you a certain amount of fights, and that's why he wasn't on the Canelo Munguia undercard. So they wanted to sign the PBC because Barrios is probably gonna get upgraded to champion. If he get past Fabian Madonna being the champion, stay honest. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was saying in the live chat yesterday that he had to move back in with his mama because they couldn't get him no fight. He was in there waiting on, it fell through 3 times for Virgil Ortiz. So PBC, they don't have no dates, bro. They can't pay nobody. You know what I'm saying? And at least they didn't make the same mistake twice and signing with a company that's on the verge of extinction and PBC. They were saying versus Bud. Oh man, we love the Showtime. You love to a company that's getting out the sport of boxing. That didn't make no sense. That didn't make one piece of sense. So at the end of the day, it sounded like they did what was lucrative right for them, what was good for them. Activity. They already had a record relationship through Andy Cruz. And that's a big gift for Matchroom. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna be as active as he want to be. Not as he has the visibility of he would have had on Showtime or ESPN. No, I think it was an issue with him signing on ESPN. It was something signing with Top Rank that had to do with Cameron Duncan because Cameron Duncan used to manage the majority of the fighters over there. So but he passed away. So rest in peace to him. Uh, and I guess Booth got that figure squared and figured away. I know Eddie Hearn was helping a couple of the brothers and shit out here. And I ain't gonna say no fighter's name with their situation. They was locked up in other promotional companies, and he was breaking them off and shit, to make sure they got free and all that. But like I said, good for him. And let's see the PBC sexuals turn on Boots for signing over the Matchroom. First it was Boots, Boots, Boots. Y'all talking about a nigga ducking, and he offered him to fight twice. This guy didn't even have his business together. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have his business together. And now he got his business together. We'll see where he can go from there. But, um, I'm gonna guarantee you the activity and the money was probably the main two things. They wanted to sign a PBC, and probably Espinoza who was helping them. They were saying it was helping them through these processes. Probably was telling them like, yo, the best thing you can do is probably just take this deal. They know that in Prime and PBC, especially after the pay-per-view numbers come out, you find it funny that Boots over there signing with Matchroom after that pay-per-view flop with Fondor and Tim Tszyu. They know they're not gonna be a lot over there long. Word on the street, Al Heyman ain't doing too well neither. Want to Sam Watson's son allegedly running the show right now, so he got to get his feel his way through it. Al Heyman and fucked over every company in the business. So when this fail, I don't know what they gonna do because it will. This will fail. No doubt about it. This will fail. So I don't know if you can expect a Conor Ben fight coming or they gonna do a little showcase fight and then gonna go into a Conor Ben fight. I don't know. But for him, this made the most financial sense. This made the most financial sense. I'm telling y'all. This made the most financial sense. So shout out to him for doing what's best for his pockets, what's best for his activity. Soon as he lined up with PBC, his activity went down. He came over there with 20-something fights already. Say what you want to say about Cameron Duncan. He kept Boots active before he fucking with Showtime. So at the end of the day, these companies should work together to make the best fights possible. Now you gonna have people say, well, Devin should move up and fight Boots. And Brill should move up and fight Boots. In my humble opinion, they keep doing what they doing. You know, Boots is getting better and better. They all pretty much young, but probably besides Matias, but they trying to conquer what they trying to conquer each other down there. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I continue to say this is probably the best offer he had on the table. I think was some issue with him signing with Top Rank. I can't remember what it was, but this probably was best for his career. So, these dudes who promotional game banging, they ain't gonna like this. They ain't gonna like this. A lot of niggas gonna turn fake. They ain't gonna try to turn fake right away. Mark my words. They ain't gonna try to turn fake right away. They gonna try to play the role a little bit, and they gonna try to play the role like they still cool with Boost doing this, and they still fans, but they gonna jump off the bandwagon because they don't like the Pilgrim Eddie Hearn. They promotional game banging, throwing up PBC signs, and that shit about to be extinct. It's about to be gone, bish, be gone. It's about to be, smoking that smoke, drinking that drink. Them niggas already gang banging. So yeah, it's official like a referee whistle. So hope he got a nice signing bonus. Hope he getting paid. Hope he get all the activity he want and some. Um, you know. So yeah. I hope he win. Hope he win in the end. So that's all you could really do. Ask. So yeah, I hope he win. But let's read this shit. It says Jaron Boots Ennis signs multi promotional deal with Matchroom. Press release. He's Eddie Hearn and Matchroom have won the race to sign one of boxing's hottest properties as Jaron Boots Ennis has signed a multi-fight promotional deal in partnership with Boost Promotion. So he allowing Boost to be a promoter too. So same thing he did with Devin Haney. Ennis 31-0 28 knockouts is slated to make his much anticipated ring return this summer, where he make his first defense of his IBF welterweight title. Last time out, we know he fought Rio Vila. Okay, we don't care about that. 26-year-old was later promoted to champion after they showed Crawford. We know that. He said, I'm excited for a partnership with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom in the Zone. Said Ennis, I can't wait to continue making my mark and become an undisputed world champion. I've been out of the ring for a year and I cannot wait to get back and do what I do best, entertain the fans and put on clinics. There are blockbuster fights on the horizon for me and I'm ready to deliver them. So Matchroom chairman Eddie Hearn revealed the delight of securing a highly sought after signature of Ennis backing the undefeated superstar to rule the world for many years to come. He said, wow, what a signing. He said, Hearn, I've watched this young man for many years. I always believed he would become pound for pound great, and I have no doubt he is already one of the great fighters in the division. To win a race to sign Jaron is a massive coup for Matchroom boxing in the zone. Holding the IBF titles is in one of the boxing's glamour divisions, places Boots front and center for some of the biggest fights out there in the sport. We plan to deliver for him. I don't know what fights out there for him, to be honest. Everybody that shook the spot. Crawford gone, Errol gone, Virgil gone. So really ain't nobody there. So, stay on this Barrios on the other side of the street. He said Jaron has everything needed to become a household name in both in the sport and in the sport hotbed of Philadelphia hometown, where we are committed to building him. So it's not like he'll be fighting Philly or around the area. Fight fans can get excited for the return this summer as he looks to hunt down the biggest fights that will elevate him to pound for pound list. Further announcement for Ennis' first defense of his world title will be made soon. So we'll see. We'll see. So shout out to him. Yeah, he ain't used to being inactive. So yeah, it's a good signing by them. No doubt about it. Um, See a lot of these niggas switch up because they promotional game banking and shit. A lot of these dudes gonna switch up on cuz. We already know what it is. But he had to do what was he had to do was financial lucrative for Duran Boots Ennis. And the activity, I told y'all PBC didn't have no money. They let Elvis Rodriguez go. They let Kenneth Sims go. They let Sabril Matias walk. So they didn't really have no money They ain't had no money to sign these dudes, bro. He was sitting there hoping they'd come with a better offer, but they ain't gonna go find no money for no nigga from Philadelphia. Like they gonna find a bunch of money for Canelo. I told y'all that. I told y'all that. He had this offer sitting on the table, unless they sweeten it for a while now. He had this offer sitting on this table. You know, this dude had this offer sitting there for quite some time. For quite some time, he had this offer sitting on his table. He really wanted to sign the PBC. That's what he wanted. He really wanted to sign the PBC real bad. That's exactly what he wanted. But they didn't have the means or the finances. They got to cut a lot of the fat. They had to cut a lot of the fat off. That was the problem. They had to cut a lot of the fat off. So when you had to cut a lot of the fat off, I mean you really can't add much right now. Especially when all that money going towards when a lot of that money is going towards Canelo Alvarez, you know? So when that money is going towards Canelo Alvarez, it ain't really much. It ain't much you really can do. Yeah, it ain't really much you really can do. You know. So Boost waited around long enough, and he probably was like, "Well, I can't just sit here and have this money on the table before they pull it. I got to do what's best for me." I mean, the belts is cool, but then again, he wait for PBC to deliver them belts. He could be waiting 3, 4, 5 years. They just don't have the dates. You know what I'm saying? He could be waiting a long time to get a title shot. To get one tooth, and then don't let the commission, the sanctions body step in and start adding mandatories. You may never get undisputed. But at least with Eddie, you would have had an opportunity to make fights and make money and stay active and rack up wins. PBC, man, you would have been on that. You would have been on that yearly diet. And now had they sat there and came up with another had they sat there and came up with another outlet as far as Netflix or something like that, then that would have been square business. It would have been a wrap had they came up with Netflix or another television, especially an actual television network. You know, it would have been curtains. But I think he probably gonna have a title defense, and they probably gonna then turn around and try to do the Conor Ben fight. That's what I think. I think that's what they probably gonna try to do, and I could be wrong. They probably gonna try to get him some stuff at the crib and all that type stuff, and you know put him on at the crib and build his star up in Atlantic City in the East Coast. You don't spend this type of money on a fighter and don't have a deal, especially as long as that offer been on the table. Yeah, they got a plan. They got a plan just how they want to build this guy. So we'll see. We'll see. But at some point he was gonna do himself he was gonna do himself a disservice by not taking this deal. It's as simple as that. He was gonna do himself a disservice by not taking this deal. So I think he had to take it. They might sweeten it just a little bit more. And if you wait it out and somebody, wants you bad enough, this is the result. So shout out to him. Shout out the Box News playlist. Shout out the welterweight talk playlist. Find me on X, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, the whole nine, bro. Facebook. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.